Something incredible and prophetic is happening right now, something that could change the course of human history forever. The third temple of Jerusalem is closer than ever, and the signs are unfolding at an astonishing speed. Preparations for its construction are advancing rapidly, and the pieces of this biblical prophecy are all falling into place. The Table of Showbread has been completed. The Golden Menorah is ready to be installed. The priests, descendants of Aaron, have been trained for sacred rituals. And most astonishingly, the Red Heifers have been found and transported to Israel. The Sanhedrin, the highest Jewish religious authority, has officially declared that the time has come to rebuild the temple. But why is this happening now? Are we witnessing the precise fulfillment of biblical prophecies? If this prophecy is truly coming to pass, what comes next? Stay until the end of this video, as we reveal shocking facts that many prefer to keep secret. But before we continue, I want to hear from you. Do you believe the construction of the third temple will begin in the coming years? Are we entering the final stretch of biblical prophecies? Write your answer in the comments. The third temple is not just a building. It represents something much greater. Since ancient times, the scriptures have mentioned 3 sacred temples in Jerusalem. 2 have already existed and were destroyed. The third has yet to be built, but its construction is considered one of the last signs of the end times. Many prophecy scholars believe the third temple will be the site of major apocalyptic events. It will mark the return of ancient sacrifices, the restoration of Jewish worship, and, according to some interpretations, it will be the stage for the manifestation of the Antichrist before the coming of the Messiah. And here comes a troubling question. Who will truly be in control when this temple is finally built? Will it be a sacred and pure place, or will it be used for hidden purposes? If we are indeed at the beginning of its reconstruction, does that mean we are getting closer to the events described in the book of Revelation? The temples of Jerusalem have always been at the center of Jewish faith and biblical prophecies. The first temple, built by King Solomon in 960 BC, was one of the most impressive constructions of the ancient world. It housed the Ark of the Covenant, which contained the tablets of the law given to Moses. But its grandeur did not prevent its destruction. In 586 BC, King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon invaded Jerusalem and reduced the temple to ashes. This event marked the beginning of the Babylonian exile, one of the darkest periods in Jewish history. Decades later, the Jews finally returned to their land and began rebuilding the temple, leading to the completion of the Second Temple in 516 BC. This temple stood for centuries and was expanded by King Herod, becoming even more magnificent than the first. But once again, destruction came. In the year 70 AD, the Roman Empire under General Titus invaded Jerusalem and completely destroyed the Second Temple. Since then, for nearly 2,000 years, the Jewish people have not had a physical temple to perform their sacred rituals. Now, for the third time in history, the real and concrete possibility of the Third Temple's construction has emerged. But this time, something is very different. All signs indicate that this event will be decisive for the future of humanity. Comment below. Do you think history will repeat itself? Will the Third Temple be built and destroyed once again? The reconstruction of the Third Temple has always faced one major obstacle: the Red Heifer. According to the Bible, the temple and its priests can only be purified through the sacrifice of a red heifer without blemish or defect. And for over 2,000 years, no red heifer was ever found. But now, shockingly, several red heifers have been discovered and transported to Israel. These animals have undergone rigorous inspections by rabbis and experts who confirmed that they meet all biblical requirements. The question is, why have these red heifers appeared now at this exact moment? Could this be the final sign before the reconstruction of the third temple? If the third temple is indeed rebuilt, the consequences will not only be religious, but also geopolitical. Currently, the Dome of the Rock, one of Islam's most sacred sites, stands where the temple is supposed to be built. Any attempt at reconstruction could trigger an unprecedented crisis in the Middle East. Many believe the rebuilding of the temple will be the spark for a great global conflict. Others say this event will usher in a period of peace and spiritual restoration. What will happen? Will the world see a time of peace, or are we on the brink of a never-before-seen conflict? Now, I want to know your opinion. Do you believe we are witnessing the fulfillment of biblical prophecies? Comment now. Your participation is essential. And if you've made it this far, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss content like this. Stay alert. What is happening right now could change the fate of humanity. See you in the next video.